If you would like to get your song reviewed, dear listener, there's the Filthy Capitalist option. As Sori says, $125 gets you straight to the head of the line. You don't have to be a part of the alliance. You don't have to be part of the group.
Wait a minute.
And the biggest thing is you don't have to wait. You hop, skip, and jump right in front of everybody. $125 gets you there. You do that 3 times, and you get mashed down to the $75 rate for perpetuity.
Yes!
Also, there is a band review option. So if you've got a band and you're trying to get your band some exposure, hit me up at insori@gmail.com, and I'll show you the details about how to pull that off.
You can also jump on Patreon, and there is a option on the tiers to be able to get your band reviewed. Yep. Obviously, we can't lie to you, so we can't guarantee a positive review. Get what you get.
It's just rubbish.
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 That's British for garbage.
My favorite is the community option. $1 at the gate gets you in at Patreon. You get to join an alliance. The alliance joins their points together, and that helps determine what songs that we do.
The alliances hang out on Discord.
Message me on Patreon to get the link.
And they do all kinds of other cool things. They do Minecraft, Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah. It's really a community within the community. Anybody can go on the village, facebook.com/VillageXchange. There's 160,000+ people on the channel. What's cool about the Discord is that it offers a real opportunity for community connection, friendship, that type of thing.
And it's on Discord, so if you're not a Facebook person, it's for you.
You start off at $1.
Right.
Plus you get exclusives. Sori and I are working on a song. So the first 15 seconds of that was on Patreon. Also, at $15 tier and above, when we actually debut the video, they're going to be there live with us. There you are, dear listener.
Buy our merch.
Buy our merch indeed. A child shall eat them.
To buy our merch.
Yes, dear listener. Yes, dear listener. Yes, dear listener.
All right, the name of this band is Shylmagoghnar.
Shylmagoghnar. Shylmagoghnar.
Yes, the name of the song is The Sea. DJ Ben, it's his birthday, as you know. He's turning 86 today. Just kidding. I have no idea. He says, oh, did we get the timestamp? Ben, he's so funny. He literally starts out each comment.
301:45.
301:45. Hold on. Let me just add that in. Where am I? 301:45.
I don't think Richard Dawkins said he was a Christian. There's a bunch of people saying that he said he was a Christian. He didn't say he was a Christian. I think he said that he sees the value in Christianity on the Western world or something like that. But now Christians are running around saying that this guy actually converted to Christianity. I wish Perkinos was in here, because we would know immediately. All right, go ahead. Talk to the people.
DJ Ben says, the beginning dedication of the official video definitely hit me hard when I first viewed it last year. We're going to watch the official over here, so we'll start out that beginning dedication, and then you guys will be watching the unofficial here so we don't get the stream blocked. He says, although ultimately the band's 2023 album did not live up to my expectations, this song and the other 2 pre-releases singles were too good. We did Follow the River, a single from this album back in September of 2023, and the man himself, Nim from the band, gave you a shout out in the comments of that stream. Everybody watch official with the nifty new Vin and Sori logo overlay. Oh shit, I didn't know that was supposed to be happening. But those are still getting blocked, right? Those got blocked the last time, even though we did that.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got the official over here and the unofficial for you guys. So yeah, here we go. There's the dedication starting.
All right, Jet. We've been tracking with her.
The mama.
She's gonna text us. She's gonna text us when she's back.
So this is dedicated to the mother. Did you miss that?
Back, just hold on.
Okay.
Okay. So text us when you're back safe, Jet, and don't worry about talking to us when you're outside. Just go from the gas station to your house, and then you can text us when you're home safe.
Get that bike soon.
I know it's not a lot of crime, but we don't want you walking around in fear. We just want you to be home safe. Wise.
Yep.
Be wise, little sis. Don't make me have to fly over there.
This song and video is dedicated to Jose Beatrind Jensen. Rest in peace, Mom, it says. And then it's like starts... It looks like you're looking like the walls of the ocean and there's light coming through the other side of it. It's pretty cool.
How long is that intro?
Well, it's about like 20 seconds. Oh, it looks like an eye. Where the rivers find the ocean. Okay,
you know what?
I think it's starting now. What?
Hold on.
Do you want to just play that beginning?
Well, if it's just the beginning,
I mean,
that sucks. That looks like a really cool video.
yeah, but we're gonna watch it, and everybody else can go on YouTube and watch it themselves too. You know, like it's not over with, but we don't want to get the stream blocked.
Got it. Okay, it's Josie, not Jose.
Okay,
it's Josie.
sorry, apologies.
I was like, yeah, that's kind of weird. Okay. All right, so we've got the video coming up right here, guys. It's Shylmagoghnar. I don't know how to pronounce that band, but
the name of the song is The Sea.
The Sea is the name of the song. We're Vin and Sori. Our DJ's DJ Ben. Let's do it.
Low in the distance, a riddle ascends, where the rivers find the ocean, where all boundaries end. And with every step closer,
Look at this, babe.
one will know what it meant.
It's so crazy.
You guys should watch this video. Oh, wow.
Such a badass video. Damn! Man, that was highway robbery. I wish you guys could have seen that video. I've never seen a video that matches a song so well.
Mm-hmm. It was beautiful. I also think I got the timing right between that one and this one.
You did. You did.
That also increases the... Wow, unbelievable.
You did.
Wow, that was beautiful. What an amazing dedication to Mama Dukes.
Yeah, man, like he was it was a lot of nature scenes that were focused mostly around the sea or the ocean.
It was the
or
ocean,
whatnot.
the way that those waves were just coming in and
Yeah, like the connection them folks have to nature is just, it's unbelievable. And it's one of the things that, one of the ways that being in the community has, I don't know, changed my theology, but updated my theology. Like, the earth and nature, I used to look at you like, oh, like, I'll just have all my paganism through Sori because you're such a, nature file. You love nature and all the rest of it, but like, coming into the channel, like seeing you talk to people or seeing Kai's stuff, and I'm like, okay, that's because I don't see those moments where like you guys, you see them. So when Kai takes a picture of it, and then I see that scene like in the midst of like, oh, it's a regular bedroom, but then I'm like, oh, I think to myself like, what was he looking at? What was going on in his head when he took that picture? All that shit. I mean, for something that somebody from the other side of the world. So Kai, he's a big nature guy, and he took a picture of a scene, and then he mailed it to us.
Water, but it's like blues, and it's just like, beautiful.
It's blown up, and so we literally like put it up like on top of like on our wall by on the bed. So it's like, yeah, but it's kind of like
it's like dark toward the front, but light, and it's just beautiful.
Yeah, it's like when I'm in the middle of nature and things like that, like. I don't know. A lot of it I just can't turn my mind off. But for some reason, like seeing those pictures, I'm like, okay, that's what you guys are seeing when you're in there. Like you're seeing like this beauty and all the rest of it. Whereas to me, like when I'm in the middle of it, there's so much of it I can't see it. And so now, like, it's in a bite-sized type of thing, and so now I go, oh, that's what they're seeing. It's kind of like, I think what happens, like, when I look at the Bible. I just open the Bible and I see that, I go, oh, yeah, it's here, here, and here. Boom, problem solved. Like, and everybody else is like, how did you get that? You know, it's the same thing with me. Like, I go into nature, like, oh, it's so beautiful, but I'm always like, how do you guys get there?
Oh my gosh.
And so, yeah.
That's so interesting. Yeah, I mean, like, when I'm in nature, I feel, at the risk of sounding like a complete pagan, I guess.
At the risk.
I just feel like I'm a part of it. Like, there's just something about it and something about me that I'm like, there's something the same that's here. And it's the same if I go into the forest, there's like a different part of me that connects. And if I stand by the ocean, another part of me connects. Like every part of nature, like I've never been in a place in nature, with the exception of understanding that something tragic happened right there. I'm done with it then. Right. I don't want any bit of that whatever
energy.
Whatever energy is part of that. I don't want any parts of it. And there are places where I'm like, something doesn't feel right here and I don't like this place.
Yeah.
And I'll leave the place. You know, I'm not trying to vibe with whatever that is. But there's a whole bunch of, most times when I hit nature, I'm like, it's my father builds houses, and so wood was something we were always surrounded with. It was always sawdust. I mean, every day he came home covered in sawdust. So the smell of like wood that's been kiln dried and then used to build and then, you know, cut and made into sawdust, that smell is like, that's the smell of Dad to me. And so whenever I get around wood or that smell, it always reminds me of my father. And so the woods to me is like, in a spiritual, supernatural sense, when I get in the woods, I'm like, this is my father. This is like God the Father. And like what his intentions when he created this. And it says that he holds all things together. So I know that tree is still growing because God is calling it to grow. And that from the beginning of time, he told the plants, like, create seeds and bear more seeds and create more. And so like all of these things that are surrounding me is all still listening to an echo from his voice from the beginning of time. And so I feel like connection with it and with him, and it's such a good place for me.
Yeah, you're a very big fan of nature and things like that. And like I said, like there's something that you guys see that the rest of us don't.
It's not so much a see as it is a feel, but there is a see, but it's a feel too.
Perceptive, you know, third eye, whatever people want to call it. But there's some sort of perceptive connection that some people have with the natural world that other people do not. And I don't know if that's a consequence of technology, disposition, you know, what people are you know, likely to emphasize, etc., etc. I mean, there's a lot of different explanations for it. I just think some people are just gifted with that, like spiritually, like to have the awareness of the actual connection between, you know, us as people in the physical world and the environment that we're all interacting in. Like that's a very. And
that comes really naturally for me. I mean, I don't know like what happens with Kai, but like for me, it's like I actually miss it. Like if I don't go outside enough, like a depression sort of like comes over me. And if I think of like some of the worst case scenarios for me, it would be like locked away from the sun in like a prison, and all it is cement walls. Like that to me is like horrible. Whenever I'd see those situations where like, I think it was like, you know, like, thing must be more severe. Like,
punishment must be more severe.
Wasn't there like a scene where somebody he has to like traverse his way out like the sides of the cave? But like, okay, when I see the scene where he's down in the cave, I feel a little bit less panicked because there's still some sunlight coming down into that hole.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
But if it's like one of those situations where the person is like trapped away, there's no sun at all, I'm like,
Okay, so Jet got back home safe. We're all happy about that. Where the streams converge in song, strange patterns of emergent forms undulate a transient line, its vibrant dance, resemblant of the mind, grudges and beliefs, now nothing but a stirring of the sea, futile to hold on to ways which in a blink are already gone. This guy's smart too, because look, future to hold on, which in the blink are already Gone is the will to drive me from my foolish deeds.
Yep.
So you're
it twice.
the end of but so that guy can write his ass off for show. This was a dedication to his mom. I'm assuming that his mother really enjoyed the ocean. Because if you guys could have seen the video, like everything in that, they were basically underwater the entire time. And they were, the wildlife in the oceans were also emphasized, which is something that I don't see a lot. You don't see a lot of videos, especially metal videos, where it's like wildlife
in the oceans.
Yeah.
Especially.
Yeah. So.
No, that's so true.
Yeah. So
it would be like a dark wolf or something.
Yeah. Yeah. It's interesting, but also but this lady, obviously, it must have been the.
Also, visually, one of the things that I liked about it was that so it was predominantly hues of blue throughout the entire thing. Obviously, I mean it's set in the water, it's the ocean, but there was like these little sparks that were like blue, and then they began to change to be like an orange. And so I don't know, like there's something about bodies of water that that make me feel like sad, also like a bit of loneliness, but then there's also like the grandeur of it and the like, okay, like however big this whole entire thing is, like God is greater than it. And then I think of Job where it says God set the boundaries for it and he said this far you will go and no further, here's where your proud waves must stop. So I think about all those things when I'm around a body of water, especially the ocean. When I saw the blue again, like I don't know why. I don't think that it has to do with the Titanic movie, but I do always think of that when I get by the ocean. Like there's that sort of loneliness, and maybe it's because there's lost love, there's death, there's like you can't control the ocean; it determines what's going to happen. Like there's I don't know something about all of that, but I always feel like this like sadness when I go by the ocean. But I love it. I love the ocean. Well, when the blues changed into the orange. To me, it was like there was the sorrow of the death of his mother, which is in the like the ocean theme and the sort of like whatever. But then like as the orange goes, like that her spirit didn't just die and become nothing, but that it went on to something brighter, something greater. And there was also like at the beginning, you see like the waters looked like they were parting, and at the end there was like a light, and then you kept seeing like this blinking eye, which I don't know, maybe could have been like actual footage of his mom's eye. I have no idea. But it was just, I don't know, it was beautiful. It was really beautiful.
Where the streams converge, where he says,
where the streams converge.
In the distance a riddle ascends. In the distance a riddle ascends. Where the rivers find the ocean, where all the boundaries end. And with every step closer, one will know what it meant. So I think he's talking about his mom's spirit there.
Yeah.
In the distance a riddle ascends, like the riddle is what happens after death, what is a human soul, what is a spirit, all that. That's ascending. Where the rivers find the ocean, where all the boundaries end, because again, the ocean and all that must have been important to his mom. And then he says, with every step closer, one will know what it meant, because as the closer you go up to the light or whatever the source, whatever people try to, then the closer you get to that being or place, then the more and more life makes sense to you. So it says, with every step closer, one will know what it meant.
Yep. So
that's like the preamble to the song itself.
The other thing too is
that's pretty crazy.
A lot of times people will, if they end up getting cremated, they want to be thrown into the ocean or spread into the ocean. So there might be something there too as well. I don't know. To die is but a step. Let the ocean waters drink all your regrets. Rejoin with all, shattered at birth, now whole again becomes. Return to a time when the cosmos was your mother and your child, and all that you wrought is a dream that when you woke up you forgot.
Yeah, that's an interesting line about the cosmos being your mother and your child. That has a lot of implications. Because it's not saying consider the cosmos your mother and you her child. What it's saying is there's some sense in which the cosmos is your mother, as in gave birth to you. And there's another sense in which the cosmos is your child, something that you're directly responsible for. That's a deep line.
Yeah, it is.
That's a very, very deep line. Man, this kind of flew by. I mean, it's been 3.5 hours. It's this thing
that was
really, really flew by. I
enjoyed this song.
I don't see a lot of official videos, so this is probably not fair to the other bands.
I know. I was thinking I probably should start playing more.
But this is kind of like, aesthetically speaking, like the video of the year. It was like really aesthetically pleasing to look at.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, I don't feel like that would have cost a lot of money to do.
I know. Yeah. Yeah.
So that actually like gives me some hope as far as like ours. Like, if we could find a good, simple idea and just run with it, because they basically superimposed the band under the water in the ocean scene. Like, that has a lot of implications. We can do a lot of shit with that.
Yeah.
Okay, what did you get the song?
Oh, jeez.
I'm going to give it a 9.8. I understand it had an unfair advantage because there was a video there and the video was beautiful, but I'm still going to give it a 9.8.
I have a 9.9 in my head, and I'm going to stick with that.
It bees like that sometime, dear listener.
Yep.
It bees like that sometime.
Well, I mean, we still have one remaining song, right? It's Ben's birthday.
That's right. We have one remaining song, you losers.
Happy birthday to you.
Dum da da dum.
Happy birthday to you.
Dum da da dum.
Happy birthday, dear Benji.
Happy birthday to you. There's Ghosty.
All right, you guys. Thanks for coming through and making Ben's birthday beatdown even more special.
Ben's birthday beatdown.
I mean, it wouldn't have been as great if we didn't have all you commenters.
It really wouldn't have been.
So thanks for coming through, you
and
guys.
We were singing in E major. Ian Kirby wants you to know.
Off key, though.
Off key. Thank you for the appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you for the judgment.
So if you guys... Don't forget that on Patreon, there's a post up that lets you know when the upcoming streams are. I put that public so anybody can access it. So that's going to give you all the streams that are currently on the docket for April. And that list does get updated as more streams get put in. Yep. Mm-hmm. We're in discussions about a movie watch along coming up soon. So maybe you guys might be interested in that.
I'm telling you, we're the greatest of all time. You guys are going to want to be
Ben gives us a thunderous applause.
Thunderous applause.
Thank you.
I have never abandoned a stream. That is quite correct, Middle.
Yep.
You've been a faithful friend.
All right, you guys.
All right, guys.
Thanks for coming through. We'll see you guys next week.
Vin out.